Imagine your child is crying. They want something, but they can't communicate what they want. Well, duh, babies can't talk. But if you teach your child how to use hand signals, you can avoid getting frustrated and learn exactly what your baby wants. In this video, I'll share the 10 hand signals that you can introduce to your baby so they don't have to always cry for what they want or need. Number 1, milk. My child started using this sign when he was about 10 months old. To introduce it, every time you're giving your child milk, start showing the sign while saying the word. For me, I would say the words about 10 times in one sitting to let it sink into my child. For instance, I might say something like, "Here's your milk. Milk. You like milk. I like milk. You're drinking milk. Yummy milk. What's inside your bottle? Milk's inside your bottle." This might sound a little ridiculous, but repetition is how children learn. Number 2, more. This is something children will learn quickly, especially when they've developed favorite foods. To introduce this, give them a small piece of something they like a snack. Then when they seem to want more, show them the sign and only give them more once they've shown the sign. Or you can do hand over hand for the word more if they aren't able to do so themselves yet. Number 3, help. So let's say your child is struggling with something, for instance, climbing up a chair, and they start crying. Instead of helping them right away, look at them in the eyes, and while using the hand signal, say something like, "It looks like you need help to get on the chair." Just say help, and I can help you get on the chair. Can you say help? Then once they've signed it, you can reinforce it by saying something like help. It's funny because my child can't do this yet. So what he likes to do is he'll go like this.
Zane, how do you say help? Say help.
Number 4, open. This is probably something my child will easily request 50 times a day. He'll use this to ask for us to open the doors, cabinets, cookie jars, the fridge, and so much more. So just a warning, once you've taught your child how to sign this, you'll be seeing a lot of this throughout your days.
Open. How do you say open? Open. Wait, my love.
Number 5, see. I love this hand signal. This is super useful for when your child wants to look at something that they don't have access to. For instance, something my son loves to do is look at things inside our fridge. So what he'll do is he'll sign open, then see, then point to the fridge. Number 6, eat. This one is super helpful for when your child just wants a snack or is getting hungry. So to use it, you can use the sign while they're already eating or if they're pointing to something they want to eat. Number 7, all done. This is a sign your child will most likely use when they're finished eating or finished using the toilet. So once they're showing signs of being all finished with something, you can say something like, "It looks like you're all done." Number 8, may I have that? So the sign language for have is this. But what I've done is I would associate the words "may I have that" with the sign. This is because when my son becomes more verbal, I'd like him to say those specific words when asking for items. Just a little side note, when my son is asking nicely for something he isn't allowed to have, for instance, a sharp knife, I would say no, which would often cause him to cry. Now for some people, they would try to distract a child by giving them something else. But what I would actually do is talk to my son about his emotions until he's calmed down and ready to play with something else. That's because even though my son is still young, I strongly believe that it's important to communicate with children that they can't always have everything they ask for, while helping them understand and manage their current emotions. Number 9, thank you.
Thank you.
This is something I've recently taught my son to use when someone's given him something or helped him with something. So for instance, when someone's given him something, I'll tell him to say thank you. Number 10, no thank you. This sign has probably got to be my favorite. Just because of how my son does it, it's super cute.
Say no thank you.
The way we've taught it to him isn't the traditional ASL for no. This is because he's unable to imitate these movements yet. So we've had to adjust based on his development. That's why when he says no thank you, it would look like that. We've been teaching him that it's okay to say no when he's feeling uncomfortable with someone or something. For instance, in our home, we'll actually ask him if we can kiss him or hug him, and he'll either let us or he'll walk away. So when he does allow us to show affection towards him, if he feels like we're kissing him too much or hugging him too much, he'll actually use this sign, cueing us to stop. He'll also use this when people are offering to give him food he doesn't want, or if others are asking to carry him and he doesn't want to be carried by them. If you want to bring Montessori to your home on a budget, I created a whole video about it here. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to apply Montessori concepts at home. I give 3 tips to help you do that on a budget in that video. I'll see you there. Stay fresh.